Funny Car Chaos is in the land of enchantment. Just south of Albuquerque, you have Albuquerque Dragway in the picturesque desert setting that it is in. Over 30 funny cars will compete here for the first time ever at Albuquerque Dragway. And yes, there may be a points battle. Tom Furchess, the points leader, coming into this points-paying event. But the talk is who can first dip into that twilight area of the threes in the 8th mile of Albuquerque Dragway. They're celebrating 60 years, and in 60 years, no piston-powered machine has ever dipped into the threes in the 8th mile. On the challenge, let's talk with a hometown man and a man that knows how to tune, certainly, in the methanol ranks. Lyle Greenberg, the driver of the Cone Hunter Corvette Nitro Funny Car, has won many times in Funny Car Chaos competition, even the Classic. Lyle, you're a hometown boy here in Albuquerque. Why is this place so tough?
It is. It's hard. I mean, everybody knows how hard Denver is. Albuquerque is actually, I believe, harder than Denver because not only do we have the altitude, but the track surface is not anywhere near as good as Denver's is. And it's kind of rough. It's a challenging track surface. I mean, you know, as you mentioned, I won the Classic. I've gone quick. I went 366 back-to-back in March at Dallas at the Motorplex. And I come here, and I've gone 382 in Denver in worse air than we have right this instant right now. And yet here the best I've gone's in the 420s. And that's because the track doesn't hold any power. And I have to detune the heck out of the car to get it to go down the track here. Now, the good news is there's going to be more high horsepower cars running tonight just in Q1 and Q2 than probably this track has seen in the last 3 years combined. And so by the end of the night tonight, I expect this track will be way better than it's ever been. And I'm really looking forward to maybe being able to throw some of my horsepower at it.
Keith Zimmerer, the man driving the Penny Pincher Funny Car, has the tuning prowess of Will Hanna helping him get down the track. Hanna, how hard is it going to be to get a car to dip into the twilight zone of the threes here at Albuquerque?
That's about the $5,000 question. I mean, I really don't know. I've got some notes. I've talked to people, you know, that run at Denver and whatnot. You kind of know what you need to do and changes. But, you know, this track's kind of an equalizer track. We'll see what it's like. I mean, so I really don't know what we're going to run into or what the car's going to run. I've made some changes, and we'll see what's going to do, kind of spitball to tune up together. And, you know, our focus this first qualifying session is getting A to B. If we happen to run a 3-something, I mean, it surprised me as much as it would anybody else. But, again, I really don't know what this car is going to run. It could run 390. It could run 430. It could smoke the tires. It could – who knows what it's going to do because it's going to be a little bit tricky out there this first session. It's really hot, and even at 7 p.m., I figure it's still going to be 130, 135-degree track temps. So we'll have to see. I mean, there's some fast cars, some people that have run up here on the mountain before. Williams has run, you know, in Denver quite a bit, and Singleton, you know, ran good in Amarillo in altitude. And, you know, Cameron, they got, you know, a good car and a lot of power, and we got a couple of local nitro guys that are familiar with it. And who knows, you know, old Bushwhacker may pull one out too. So good cars, it's going to be fun. But, again, you know, I've always preached this and preach it over and over to myself. I'm just trying to get A to B this first session, and I know it sounds lame and cliche, but if we can do that, get her under our belts, and then I kind of know where we're at. If we get A to B, you bet your ass I'll be swinging at it Q2.
The reward for a funny car just like Jeff Cameron's War Machine going into the threes, that twilight zone here at Albuquerque Dragway, is $5,500. They are certainly going to be fighting for position in the staging lanes here for the second section. Be sure to catch all the action on flowracing.com and be here in person if you can. The first session of Floppers is at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. I'm Lee Kraft, pit reporter for Chaos Nation. Let's see you at the Drags.